Hey everyone, so I wanted to show you a little bit of the research that I want to do for trips before I go on them. So I've done this, I did this a lot for my trip to Michigan in October. I didn't do this so much for Hawaii because it was just kind of a different scenario. We were staying with a friend and she was kind of like our personal tour guide the whole time, so I didn't really have to do that. But this trip, I definitely need to do research on. It's a long trip. Me and my friend are going, and so I want to be prepared, especially given the possible weather conditions and all of that kind of stuff. So it's going to show you kind of some of what I do to prepare. So at some point, I may share kind of the list that we have going in our notes. But basically, we have an entire itinerary, where we're driving every day, about how long every drive would be, and now that we have our hotels booked, we have added every single hotel's address and name to that today. And so now we're going back and doing the more important things. Or less important, I don't know, maybe it's the same importance. Now is when I have to go and look at the different national parks, the different cities that we're seeing, and the different places that we may want to visit. So, for instance, two main ones for us are going to be Niagara Falls and Acadia National Park. There's going to be tons of other stuff that we're going to see and do, and there's other places that we will research, but those are two main ones that are going to be probably the most touristy of the whole trip. And so those to me are the most important to make sure that I don't need to be reserving, tours or make sure that they're open because it's wintertime and they close a lot during that time. In addition to this, because I have the places I'm staying, I want to know, if I want to be in Acadia National Park for sunrise, and now I know I'm staying in Bar Harbor, then what does that look like to make that possible to make the sunrise? So one thing that I would recommend if you're going to a national park, especially a bigger one, and again with the weather conditions that we're possibly up against, I would highly, highly recommend going to the official National Park Service page. This is going to show you any closures that they have for any reason, and also current conditions. Sometimes they have those. It's not always up to date, but it's pretty close. Come back for part 2.